Hello, my friends. I am going to take great pleasure in sharing with you a couple of magazines a little bit more personally. The Tennessee magazine, it's put out by the Cumberland Electric Membership Corporation. And it kind of lets us locals know about what's going on with that company, and not just that, but it allows us to be somewhat interactive with each other a little bit. And you'll see what I mean when I show you. So, without further ado, this is Chris Davis. He's the general manager of the Cumberland Electric Membership Corporation. He's writing about, let's see, that's the same man, right? Nope, it's not the same man. This is David Callis, and he is the general manager of Tennessee Electric Cooperative Association. He writes an article about back to school, and I'm not going to read that. I just want to get straight to the good stuff. These are photographs that Tennesseans from all over the place have donated to the magazine for a contest. This section is all the adults. Just gorgeous. Let's see if I can get a close-up for you. See this better? This is third place, and this is first place. They're all gorgeous. I don't think I'd be able to choose, but I'm partial to the rooster. Of course. Okay, here we go. We have the junior here. Those are neat. Wow, those are pretty good photographs for juniors. I didn't read to see which age group that is, what a junior is, but those are still very good photographs. And this is professional. These are professional. And this person made it onto the front. Let's see if I can show you some close-ups again. I think they're just stunning. Just stunning. Wonderful. So, us Tennesseans, we get to enter in on the contest. And then they are giving us an article about the lakes of Tennessee. Tennessee has 30 large reservoirs and one natural lake, making it the perfect spot for lake vacations. This year we reflect on Tennessee's lakes and their endless source for adventure, education, and fun. With more than 30 lake reservoirs and a natural lake, lots of folks say Tennessee is the perfect spot for lake vacations. I do love the lakes in Tennessee, but I might have to disagree with that because the best lakes I ever went to were in Oregon. Oh my goodness. Warm water, oh wow. But I'll bet the water in these lakes get really warm too. At least they did in the one I went to. I've been to a number of them. Watauga Lake, Old Hickory Lake. Where's this one? Oh, Real Foot Lake. Okay, the Great Blue Heron at Fishing is one of the most popular activities at Tennessee's lakes. Photography, courtesy of Tennessee. Yeah. Percy Priest, that's one I've been to. That's pretty close to Nashville. And I live about a half an hour drive from Hickory Lake. It's near Gallatin, Tennessee, about about a half hour drive south of where I am. Where do you pick Tennessee? Where do you pick Tennessee? Eat local, shop local, discover local. Meet the CEMC director candidates of what? Nominating committee from left to right. I'm not going to look into that. Okay. 4-H electric camp. Power and opportunity. Cumberland Electric Membership Corporation sent a group of rising 7th and 8th graders, students, to 4-H electric camp. Oh, that's fascinating. Didn't even know about that. And this year's learning activities included how to make an electric lamp, get solar energy and wind energy. That's neat, the children learning that. They learn home energy conservation, electric vehicles, electrical safety. That is most excellent. Don't wait, be prepared for the storm. So they give us all the preparedness actions and items. Stock your pantry with a 3-day supply of non-perishable food. Confirm that you have adequate sanitation and hygiene supplies. Ensure that your first aid kit is stocked with pain relievers. Set aside basic household items you will need, including flashlights, batteries, a manual can opener, and portable battery-powered radio or TV. Organize emergency supplies so they are together in easily accessible location. Most excellent advice. Okay, Dollywood is in Tennessee. That's an amusement park. Insulating for comfort and energy savings. We're dreading winter. It looks like every year, no matter what we do, our home still feels cold and our heating bills go through the roof. We think our home may need more insulation. You betcha. Went through the same thing. Letters to the editor. Somebody says, I have really enjoyed your work over the years. Your photography work has always been fantastic and captured amazing landscapes and wildlife. But the smelling the flowers photo in this month issue that I have been enjoying this weekend is truly over the top. I doubt he's really smelling the flower. If he is, he's trying to decide whether he wants to eat it or not. I have a picture just like this that I took years ago in Montana. Okay, so we have an almanac. It tells you events that are taking place. West Tennessee, Middle Tennessee, East Tennessee. Cool. 8 of the best autobiographies in Tennessee history. Crusade for Justice, the autobiography of Ida B. Wells. Johnny Cash, Father of the Blues, autobiography. Dr. Woman of the Cumberlands. I am have to look into some of this. First Lady of the Seeing Eye. Nashville native Morris Frank was the first blind man to Train and Use a Seeing Eye Dog. These could be very good books. The Buzz About Honey. Okay, so we also get recipes. And I'm telling you what, based on what I've seen so far in all these magazines, wow. So I've been getting these magazines coming to my house for years now. This one doesn't have my address on it, but I don't know why. That's funny. I guess they just figured they know who I am now. Cinnamon honey cookies. Oh, my. Ask Chef Tammy. Linda Roberts would like to know how to prevent her honey from crystallizing. She says, I store it in the refrigerator because I don't use it very often. Linda, she says, first of all, don't store it in the refrigerator. The cold temperatures speed up the crystallization process, so keep it at room temperature. To liquefy the crystals, just place the jar in a pan of hot water for about 10 minutes until the honey is again liquid. Or you can place it in the microwave on low power for about 30 seconds. If the honey is not yet liquid, microwave it for a few more seconds. Honey is usually named for the nectar source, such as alfalfa, clover, buckwheat, orange blossom. Color can change from light to tan to dark amber. Generally, the lighter the color, the milder the flavor. The main three forms are comb, chunk, and liquid. Okay, Honey 101. Be My Honey 101. Okay, I'm just getting silly now. Now these are the, oh, well, first let's start here. In every magazine they have a thing similar to Country Magazine, if you've heard of that one, where they find the needle. And in this magazine it's Find the Flag. So this is the Tennessee flag icon. And that's hidden in this magazine somewhere, and I haven't even been looking for it. I'll have to look later. Okay, so these are the artists. Every month there is a contest for who's the best art, and they have the three age groups from 15 to 18, 10 to 14, 1 to 9. Very nice, huh? Let me show you. They also have contributing poets. So here we have age 8 and younger, age 9 through 13, age 14 through 18, 19 through 22, 23 through 64, 65 and older. Okay, let me read a couple of these poems to you. I tend to enjoy most the youngest and the oldest. My time is getting shorter. This one's called by Beckett Smith. When I'm older, I'll get a house. Soon I'll get my very own. Goodbye, I'll say, for I've grown. Here's a kid I won't be. I'll have my own family. I want to cherish the time while I'm young. Day by day, that time will come. Let's not think about all the other things. Just do what you can in your young age. Still, I will be head of household, but that's when I'm a little more old. In the name of Jesus, the Lord blesses me that, And that's why we pray for another day. Wow, fascinating. I wasn't expecting that. Well, in the South is the Bible Belt, and there are a lot of Christian believers in Tennessee, age 65 and older, unanswered prayers. See, there seems to be a religious undertone, whatever. Okay, this one's called Unanswered Prayers, and it says, Mom, please God don't let me be pregnant. The baby girl you couldn't afford, the 10-pound last and 8th child. The unanswered prayer, I was there. Eating out, attending park events, grocery shopping, going to church, political rallies, watching TV together, exercising, Christmas with family, visiting Dad's grave, walk in the mall, telephone calls, spending the night, having fun, doctor's appointments. I was there. Assistance with care, prayerful moments, regrets, missing you. Return from California, last goodbyes, wonderful memories, a life well lived. Now in heaven, see you again. I'll be there. Oh boy, it makes me emotional. Unanswered prayers. God knows what He's doing. Okay, I gotta pause the video because I gotta go cry. Well, I'm back. Pardon me for my emotional outburst. Okay, so this is the page where these people who put out the magazine, you can actually write to them and send them a photograph of your items that you think are valuable, antiques, and they tell you about them. Interesting. And then at the end of every magazine is they use the same photographer, and they write a little article to go with their photo. This writer and photographer is named Robin Conover. And I don't know if that's male or female. Have you ever heard a rat-a-tat-tat echo through the woods and wondered what it could be? Chances are it's a pileated woodpecker hammering away at a tree to reach grubs and other protein-rich insects inside. The woodpeckers are especially busy in the summer months while feeding their brood. They're generally shy birds, but I happened on one particular pair that found a cavity. I won't read the whole thing, I'll just go straight to the last paragraph. She says, the sun on the day I photographed the above scene was intermittent as I watched and waited. The clouds seemed to keep interfering every time an adult would return. After about 2 hours, the sun filtered through the clouds and trees just long enough to illuminate the nest as the male returned. Patience paid off not only to witness this moment, but to capture it. I love pileated woodpeckers. I saw my first one in Montana, but they all kind of look really similar in different states, that kind. Alright, so let's move on to October, and this is last year as well. We're getting a train, and I'm going to leave the train in because I understand a lot of you really like the sound of a train, and it's very Tennessean, isn't it? Alright, the Tennessee magazine again, and it says Old Dogs, New Homes, Fostering for Life. Okay. Choo-choo. Let's see. Best of Tennessee 2019. These are different places to go and eat. There is the Central Barbecue. Best barbecue. The best catfish is Sam's Diner. And the best bakery is Shirley's Bakery. And the best winery is White Squirrel Winery. Okay. The best camping is in Fall Creek Falls. And the best fishing spot is Reelfoot Lake. The best historic site is Cades Cove. The best art gallery is Memphis Brook Museum of Art. The best museum is Hands-On Discovery Center. Anyway, they list a whole bunch of different places as well as the best. And so, for me or even visitors or whatever, lots of ways to find a place to go and visit and look at. The best scenic drive is the Natchez Trace Parkway. So much of Tennessee looks like this, but I'd still like to go to a place like that. Best weekend getaway is Gatlinburg. Yeah, that's near or in the Smoky Mountains. The best festival is the Tennessee Strawberry Festival. And where is it? Because we have the Strawberry Festival here in Portland as well. We're not having it this year, though, because of the coronavirus. That's why I chose magazines here that are from before 2020, because things have certainly changed temporarily. This is about the vanishing remains of the first road across the plateau. Well, I don't know about it, so I'm not going to. And anyway, it says Interstate 40 winds below Spencer's Rock, a monolith in Cumberland County named for Thomas Bigfoot Spencer. White Plains, a homestead beside which the Walton Road ran, still stands today. Well, I love Tennessee's great history. I mean, I'm not saying the history of it is great, but there's a lot. But then again, all of our history is rife with excellent and terrible stories. Cumberland Connect is a time for everyone to have access to, everyone to have access to high-speed fiber internet. Yes, and I've got it now. I'm so relieved. When I first started uploading my videos, it took me like 4 hours, sometimes 8 hours to get a video uploaded, and now it takes me 2 minutes. Just blows my mind. Okay. Project Help Neighbors Helping Neighbors. West Cheatham Elementary School students show off food they collected during the last year's food drive. Yes, I remember that. Washington Youth Tour 2020. Each summer, Cumberland Electric Membership Corporation sends 12 high school juniors to spend a week exploring Washington, D.C. Wow. I'm really impressed with my own state. I'm actually even getting really impressed with the Cumberland Electric Membership Corporation. They seem to be quite involved. Even renters can use energy wisely. Okay, is as a heat pump right for my home. So this magazine helps you make decisions about your house and the best way to save energy, save money, and that's a good thing. Okay, Senior Dog Sanctuary, Mount Juliet Sanctuary, dedicated to giving love and care to old friends. We want to educate people on the joys of having a senior dog in their family. Mount Juliet Sanctuary. When most people think of getting a dog as a pet, images of adorable puppies come to mind. That's understandable because they're cute, cuddly, and full of energy, but because of folks' love affairs with puppies, many older dogs are often overlooked at shelters. Old Friends was started in 2012 in the home of Michael and Zena Gooden. After volunteering with the Golden Retriever Rescue, they noticed that senior dogs are significantly less likely to find permanent homes. And we realized that the senior dogs were not getting adopted. Oh my, that's so sad. Gosh, I don't want to start crying again. I'm so emotional. Man, I want an old dog. I was telling my husband the other day that that's what makes the most sense since we're old folks. We're old folks, and who knows, how much time we have to adopt or get a puppy at my age, and you might, or most certainly will, outlive, the dog will outlive you, and it's just not kind, in my opinion, to leave behind a dog. That's hard on them and hard on everyone you leave behind. So he's named Rocco. And this one's Cher, and this one's Lucy, Tika, and Babs the Basset, and Pebbles. Out of all of these dogs, I think my favorite kind. Oh, knowing me, I'd probably go in and not go by my instinct of picking the cutest one, but I would probably pick the one that they say has been there the longest. The one that nobody wants. Start crying again. Ooh, I'm just not doing well with my emotions today. Okay, get a grip, Rebecca, get a grip. Stewing up a hearty meal. Every spoonful of these pot pies will warm you up with melt-in-your-mouth flavors. Ooh, that sounds so good. Pot roast, pot pie. Ooh, yum, 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 yum. Classic chicken pot pie, cracker crust, vegetable pies, brunch pot pie. Oh my gosh. Love pot pies. So I love that they do the recipes too, and they do the Tennessee flag and then the artist contest. Let's give you a close-up of that. Very impressed with the talent. Okay, once again I will read the age 9 through 13 poem. Big doesn't mean great. Small can be even better. Happiness doesn't have to come from gifts. It can come from a simple letter. One ant is part of a colony. A raindrop is part of a storm. One brick is part of a house, but it still keeps you warm. The tiniest seed can make a tree, big and great and fruitful. A hug can change a life that can turn into something beautiful. Well, that's the same gal as last time, Beckett Smith. She's prolific, isn't she? Alright, this is the 65 and older, called Indigo Bunting. Who named you, little bird? An artist's splash of indigo across a lovely Windex sky. That's neat. Windex sky. Perched atop the tassels on my corn, threatening me with your song, lest I find that tiny spot where you have woven in and out the thatch. You chirp and fly away as I approach a melody more beautiful than an angel's song. I hear the crafty crows, I see the hawks serene on thermal columns far above, and yet you wait and watch your created masterpiece, encasing now 4 speckled orbs as tiny as a pea, the beginning of your indigo family tree. Cute. Oh, I have to read another one. I hope you guys can bear with me here. This one, age 23 to 64. I have no idea the actual age of this person, but it's called I Am the South. This could be a song. I'm the Tennessee waltz and all-night strings with the sun and beautiful springs. I'm Huck and Tom and the old folks at home, being at Klingman's dome. I'm hanging moss on a live oak tree, southern fried chicken and a cypress knee. Tennessee is the land of dreams, with trout jumping in a cool, clear stream. I am a tall pine with something on my mind. I'm everything good you have ever thought about. Hush your mouth, I'm the South. Marvin Sailors from Caney Fork. That's cool. Okay. Again, the antiques. It's neat that they have things that they do every month. And I'm interested and fascinated that they have the same artist at the end of each magazine that gets to write an article and share a picture. And mostly what she writes about is about photography itself. And this is Fall Color in Greenbrier, Great Smoky Mountains. Alrighty. That is it. These are the 2 Tennessee magazines. And I thank you so much for sitting with me and finding out a little bit about Tennessee. Good night, my dear friend.